It's out of the reach of Owen Boucher, but he's going to pick it up anyway. But Wongis, good read. And then he's dumped by Boucher, and now a fight. And Brockman, oh, and he gets dropped immediately. Gets back up.
Still 4:18 remaining on the Pizza Man power play. And here we go. Here we go. At center ice right after the faceoff. Rentmeester going after a member of the Mountain Kings.
The Rhino bench has been up in arms a couple times, but again, you and I have even been confused by a couple of the calls.
Here we go. Rayouts wants Kimball. And those two throwing hands. Rayouts a couple of strong rights. Then with the uppercut, they're still swinging each other around. Rayouts with the left. Kimball has the upper hand. Rayouts will find himself below. But what a way to earn the respect of your teammates on night one.
All the way down, and we got a fight. It's McKay. McKay with a right hook. McKay in front of the Ice Rays net, tied up with his man. And another right hook, another right hook. McKay still going away at him. And now trying to play defense there is Sobush, and another takedown there by McKay. And it's something to wake this crowd up.
Offensive end. Crummins drops it off. Brown right in front, denied by Avakian's right pad. Novo rips down Duncan Shin, and things elevate here. Brown with his gloves off with Weil. Weil rips down Brown. They want to go. The linesmen are saying no. Brown with two rights. Weil with the right. Weil on top of Brown. Brown to his knees. Weil's helmet pops off. They want a piece of each other, and the linesmen preventing them as best they can. Two heavy hitters there. The Wrangler line into the left wing corner. Snaps one on goal, and a save made by Zolan. And now Sean Davis are throwing haymakers in front of the Amarillo net.
Sometimes the anger just boils over there, and I think that's what happened there.
Poke away at it below the goal line there on the end boards. Comes free to the Brown Bears. It's played to Liver over there on the far side. And now it looks like we've got some action behind the play. And we got a fight going on. This is Austin Peterson for the Kenai River Brown Bears and Nico Laus for the Springfield Junior Blues. And they're throwing some punches here, and going to the ice is Austin Peterson. So Laus gets him to the ice. Now back the other way, the Blues. It's Roy Chung with an opportunity. He puts one on net, and making the save there is McCusker. And we get a little extracurricular activity after this one. Dropping the gloves is Sawicki and Hipsag. Sawicki and Hipsag go at it on the far side of the ice. Oh, Sawicki landed some haymakers there. He's got the helmet off of Hipsag, and the two finally fall to the ice.
Venicinque won't let go. Now they're trying to drop the gloves. Venicinque says, yeah, let's go. Venicinque's winning it, and the Jet crowd is loving it.
Now Adams over to Emery. Emery with a chance. Shot toward the net, and routine glove stop made there by Manzi. And he'll hold on to it. Pushing and shoving after the whistle. We got a fight. It's Boucher. Another right hook. Boucher locked up with his man. That's Pellerin. You knew the two were going to go at it. Oh, an uppercut. A right hook by Boucher. They're still going at it. Boucher tied up. Boucher coming up. A couple of undercuts and uppercuts. Another right hook along the back. And Bryce Boucher might have got the best of it.
And flutters one towards lead end. He gloves it. Offensive zone face-off upcoming. Now some fight in the Americans game, pushing and shoving after the whistle. Some jabs to the face by Randall. Gabe Cole's got a Norseman tied up, and some more chippiness continue after the whistle. We'll have penalties out of this scrum. This is the physical presence of Gabe Cole. He's really in the mix now, and the gloves are off. Gabe Cole laying some jabs. We've got a fight as he's got Lundy as he barrels him to the ground. A couple of overhead jabs by Gabe Cole, who rips the jersey off of Lundy.
Is Tanner Anstill, excuse me. Some shoving. Shaver getting physical right in front of the bench. And they're going to drop. Here comes Shaver. All right, he's going at it with Quast. Thomas Quast of New Hampshire gets a right in. Shaver with two, and he drops him in just 2 punches. Tyler Shaver with a big hit.
All the way down. Ethan Holt giving chase, and he's going to win the race. No icing, and then gets hit up high into the glass. Referee staring at it, no call. We'll play on here. Here come the Rebels. It's Dedinas again, drop pass, and we got a fight. Damon Bickler standing up for his teammate. He's going to take a couple of big rights there, and he goes down.
There of Klotchkov in front. Puck's in all the way down into the far corner. Dunitz will pin for this one here. Trying to get a little bit of help from anybody in a white jersey. It'll be Gilmore who comes in to try and help him out. LaFerriere, though, will be the one who gets this as it rattles its way to the backside of the zone. Gallo now will get it up to the close corner and take a big hit there. We'll see a penalty, and now we're going to see a stoppage as Jack LaFerriere is going to come in and drop the gloves. LaFerriere going to get into it here for a moment now with Lucas Marshall. Haymakers being thrown. LaFerriere will take him down for a moment, and that will end there.
For the Shamrocks tonight, just inside now of 7 minutes. And a big hit going the other direction. Wings take it away. Moxham with control, and oh boy, gloves are off. Gloves are off. Here we go. No punches thrown just yet. No. What the heck is going on with that? Stop it. We got punches thrown now. They're down by the wall, and a quick takedown. Estabrook, we got a penalty coming against the Wings. And a bit of a tussle here again. Oh boy, the tussle is escalating. We got another one. Murray Smith. Kyle Murray Smith's got a hold of one of the Shamrocks. Overhand rights. Throwing hands. He's got him slammed against the glass now, near side. As they continue to work, Kyle Murray Smith throwing hands. Linesman trying to get them broken up.
Up off the draw. And now Velasquez pushing forward, looking to get the Colorado offense going. And behind the play, Riles wants a piece. And is finally dumped by Hinchslip. Well, they're not done yet. Hello.
Hampton has to hustle. He's got 4 checking heat. Wow, what a smack there. There's going to be a charging call here on the Jets. And now we're going to have Dukers. The person hurt, though, is Gray Rampton.
They continue to cycle away with the lead. They'd lost 6 straight, and now we got a fight. First scrap here, inaugural season for the Aviators, and Fink and Hanscom trying to change the momentum. Fink a couple right hooks. Hanscom gets the helmet off Fink. Fink continues to hammer away. A couple haymakers, like a big-time boxing match. They continue to go at it. Hanscom still the helmet on. Fink continues to scrap. He stays up. Now they're tied up. The officials jump in there. A good even tilt. They pat each other on the back.
Rich Jasser, rather, able to nudge it into the near corner. A battle for it going along. Oh, boy, someone's down on the ice. Someone got hit hard. Save made there by Jones. Looks like Amy Baker's going to have to come out onto the ice. This isn't good. And Pushing and shoving. Seminara's in there. Jones made an alert save on Jasser. Now we got a fight breaking out. Here's Seminara, a right hook. Seminara with another right hook. Seminara continues to wail away at his man with Wiechek going down to a knee. Another right hook by Seminara, and that'll do it.
Jousting for the puck, leaving it out for Kenne. Trying to center this one out, taken away by Gavin, and that one will not be cleared, and they're gonna go! Kyle Dahl throwing rights against, that's 45 Jackson Smithnick, and he's really throwing them at Dahl. Dahl hasn't even dropped his gloves.
And played right back into the Mallards' end. Shaver and Smith Connect are gonna go. Smith Connect tries to rip off the helmet. He throws a couple of rights. Smith Connect eats a couple of punches right along the glass. And a couple of lefts over the top. That was Smith Connect. And a nice fight here on the near side. A couple more rights from Smith Connect. Smith Connect spinning them around. As we're going to have a draw here in Forest Lake. Smith Connect.
For Danbury. And then out is Kim. Kim has time. Kim tries to get that one out and back. And Kieswetter will make the save on that one. And we got a scrap here at center ice. Robertson and White going at it. Helmets are flying. And the boys go down briefly. And they're getting trying to get split up here by the linesmen. Lots of haymakers here from Whites and Robertson at center ice.
Puck drops, and that's going to do it from Springfield as we get a cheap shot on Sawicki right at the end. And now we get somebody jumping on top of a Junior Blues player. That's Anderson jumping Gruber. So Luke Sawicki was the victim of a cheap shot right at the whistle. He's still down on the ice. And then Avery Anderson jumps. Looks like is that Gage Giblin in there for the Junior Blues? It is. He's wrestled to the ice by a linesman.
And chips it along. This is what is listed on the Americans roster as the fourth line going to work, trying to show their physicality here. Dug free by the Blackbirds. We've got a fight, and it's Gabe Cole in the midst. He's dropped the gloves, and he's firing some big-time blasts with the right hand. And Cole's had enough of his adversary.
Far corner, Fleet's there. Fleet gonna carefully bring it on out, and he'll go ahead and rattle it back out to center, pushing and shoving after the whistle, and Fleet now, and we got a lot of pushing and shoving. Jasser in the middle of it. Fleet's got to be taken down, and now Nichols in the fray. This one's getting ugly. Emery's in there. Seminara's got his helmet turned around, and now he's trying to grab that helmet off, and here we go. A couple of right hooks by Seminara. Seminara again. Seminara wailing away, and now the right hook. Seminara trying to land it. Seminara lined up with Earl, and they're still going at it. Couple of right hooks and a takedown by Seminara. And this one, a wild one.
A whistle right as the shot was taking place. Comfort not happy. Oh boy, we got a big time scrum. Now guys down on the ice and punches being thrown. Gibber cool down there, Comfort as well. Now the linesman battling with one of the North Iowa skaters.
So weird seeing Roar with 16.
That was Plant.
Because Roar was 16, and now
it looks like we're gonna have one behind the play here.
Got number 15, Cole Fronner.
And Bergner.
Yep. Both throwing some
in all the right places at the right time. He scored a couple times back on Friday, and he's already had a couple chances that could have been goals. Now is here, look out.
Apollon got a couple of good licks in on Smutny, who's just fighting for his life down there. And man, I tell you, that first shot that Smutny took, I don't know that he knew what was coming from Apollon.
Oh, Losh got pasted and then grabbed by a leg and tumbled over, and the gloves are off. Wow.
For Jaden Dyke, feed it across, and oh my gosh, what a save right there.
Man, what a
Brilliant
save
save by Zach Ferris.
Just reads the play so well. And again,
look out behind the play, Dewberry and Reed. I think Reed stepped on a stick and kind of lost his balance, and we do have a player down, and these guys continue to battle. And a big size advantage here for Reed as he comes in about 6'5" and 230. I didn't see what led to that, but Dewberry came over and challenged Hank Reed.
Yeah, we were all just mesmerized by the save.
Off the wall, looking for Chesler, tipped in. Oh, almost a breakaway for Bryson. Sproul after it, chipped ahead. Almost went into the penalty box. Bryson, or Sproul, chance here. Sproul lays a couple of fists into the Brahma, and here we go. Sproul, a big right hand, and he throws a Brahma down to the ice. Carter Sproul, a couple of big right hooks.
Pellegrino was with speed through the neutral zone, fires that one to Kevin Jones, and now we've got, we've got Greeno and House. And House just
never gave Greeno the chance to fight.
No, not at all.
He had the gloves off before Greeno knew what hit him.
I still don't know if Greeno knows what hit him.
Oh, here come the Gents once again. Jaden Sakura trying to hand it ahead. Finds the stick there for a moment of Gulworth. It'll be a penalty called against New Hampshire. Gulworth able to draw the call with a minute second remaining in the third. And Michael Solominski is not happy about it. And now we're getting a little extracurricular at the end of this. I think that's Jack Demora getting involved there, as well as Jaden Sakura. And now you're going to see a little extra. That's Gulworth going to get involved here at the end of this as well with Perrin. Now you're going to see helmets possibly come off as well as gloves, and bodies are going to go tumbling. Jake
sent to the front of the cage, rejected there by DeAngelis. Here's a shot that went wide, taken by Schulte. And now we've got the gloves off, and Doobie and his man are in the middle of a wrestling match. That's LaFrance, and now Doobie's got a couple of shots in. And then he throws LaFrance down with authority.
Good tilt. Wow. Something we were looking forward to today here. I see. Another tilt here at the Ector County Coliseum. Looking like a heated rivalry as we discussed before.
Spicer again. The ice race with a good attack here. Randstrom just threw it into the body of Kuznetsov, and this will be a hand pass, and then Stobush is checking right behind the play, and Pryor and Stobush both hit the deck as that skimmed out of nowhere.
Chops it into the open ice with the goal. Although, again, they were making some changes. Brown is tied up with a player, and here we go. Gloves are off. We got to fight. Brown throws a haymaker, goes right down. Now he gets back on his feet. It's Jones and Eli Brown throwing haymakers. Eli Brown with a 6'6" frame. He's got the size advantage on Jones. Again, though, a big whiff on the punch from Brown, and the linesman get in between them.
Barely keeps it on. Just in this one on the 4th Bull goal. Schouten has his first assist this evening. Coughlin ties it up for Kodic. Play has not stopped for Kodic. We'll walk this one in for Kodic across. What a stop by Spaniel. And here we go. None of that matters. We've got a brawl. A good Donnybrook. Schouten going and fighting blows with Spino and flattens him on the ice.
Pass intended for him, driving towards the net. 6:19 to go here, third period of play. There's another broken stick out on the ice. It belongs to a Bruin, and that's going to allow Watertown some time. Ginger is being held up pretty blatantly there in front of the net by the defender for the Bruins that didn't have a stick. And now the Bruins come in and take some exception here. They may pick up a handful of penalties. Ginger was clearly skating away from this situation. And now here comes the temperatures boiling over as Luger starts to back out to center ice. We've got a fight. Luger towing off here with Ward. Those two go down to the ice. We actually have a pair of fights back down on the other end now. Luger and Ward still going at it. Luger landing a couple of rights. He's lost his helmet. Ward delivering a couple as well. And Luger winds up on the bottom side of that fight. We maybe had another happening down on the far end as well with 6:09 to go here.
Creeping out from behind his own cage is Luke Turnerhouse. He's a man on the right wing as Pipinen takes a check. Puck escapes the zone as now we've got a fight. Goldberg takes a couple of swings as the gloves were dropped. Fans get back into it.
Okay, multiple times, 2 playoffs out of the 3 times that the Wolverines have made the playoffs. Christian gets crushed inside the blue line.
He is flattened by Nave.
Yeah, good to see him get back on his feet. That was a bone-shattering hit.
That was a huge hit, and I'm surprised nobody went to the aid of Christian there to answer the bell.
And here it is. Cole Frauner's going to drop the gloves with Nave. Frauner, 3 rights. And here's another one. Nave struggling to hang on. Now he gets tied up with Frauner and has given him a couple of rights of his own. The two of them still going at it, and Nave ends up as on top as he suplexes Frauner near the end.
And Frauner knew exactly what he was going to do when he got on the ice.
Now in here. And behind the net is Norkavikas. Oh, we got a fight going on here. I don't know what's going on. Tim and Lysak. Lynch gets a cross-ice pass. Great shot and a save. And McCut's got a puck still loose. And the Brown Bears come right back. Here they come with a fight going on now between number 9 Mullen and number 15 Morgano. Boy, they are really mixing it up here. Draw comes to Fedorchuk right off the loose stick. Never got the shot away. Peterson goes rink wide, and Halsey with a shot, and we'll call it a glove save.
One back over to Golisano. Golisano firing that one right into the glove. Oh, Richardson and Bond and Tornis are going at it here. Behind the play, nobody dropped the gloves. And there's some more shoving here. Fancy shoving up on Golisano. And those two are ready to go at it. The only thing that's off those are helmets. And Golisano says, screw it, and we're dropping the gloves. Here we go, Ocean, Fancy, and Golisano. Golisano throwing a right hand. Another right hand connects. He's gonna go again. Fancy waiting for Mercy. Mercy getting that one there. Fancy able to get a big hold on him. They'll hug it out. And Golisano takes him down.
Will result in a turnover. Hillier tries taking the puck back, but sweeping it back the other way is Sanranto. Now a fight at center ice. This is Jack Roberts in his first fight against Cole Roenick. Roberts throwing a couple uppercuts. Roberts feeding Roenick right. The linesman keeping an eye on things as the two players go down to the ice. New Jersey's penalty box door will close, and then a little more pushing and shoving. This is Nathan Whipke getting into the face of Jeremy Sprung. Whipke takes a couple shots at Sprung, and let's get back to it again. Everybody piling in now. Nathan Whipke has lost his helmet on the play. He's tied up with Pappas Spiropoulos. Meanwhile, at center, Odie Ford has taken a Mountain King down to the ice. Pappas Spiropoulos feeding Nathan Whipke his lunch, and Pappas Spiropoulos gets the takedown. Sometimes you really wish you had some microphones at ice level. Now Lucas Marshall giving it across for Blake Jones. Getting hit on the play was Ryan Novo. Novo and Neely come together, and now we're going to have another fight. Ryan Novo alongside Simon Neely right in front of the New Jersey bench, and Ryan Novo just feeding the rights to the face of Simon Neely. The linesman will jump on in. Neely still wants more of New Jersey's captain. The linesman will wrest those combatants apart.
Shepard and Kim still going at it. They've both gotten away with a handful of penalties, and now they start to tussle, and they tie each other up in front of the net. The official's looking right at it. Now a call's going to come, and Shepard has dropped the gloves, and he is going at it with Kim, and Kim not overly participating in this altercation. We'll see if he gets a penalty out of it as well.
Chanting that. Big hit. Flaherty slow to get up. Now we got some, oh boy, we got a wrestling match. Got a scrum. Linesman going to go over. Oh, no, we got others. Anderson going over. Penalties are coming. Horn has sounded. That's the end of one, but, oh boy, now some overhand rights getting thrown.
Blue line, Ginger creates some contact there. The referee's hand is up, and we are going to have another penalty called here to start this third period. And Ginger comes in and throws a shove right in front of his own bench. And here we go. Markham is tied up on the ground. There's a couple of helmets down on the ice as White Rabbit is tussling, as is Ginger, and we've got a barn burner here. White Rabbit's lost his helmet, and now the fists are officially swinging along the bench. That's him and Dennis Hodis right in front of the Shamrock bench. There's 3 scrums right now.
And now we've got a tussle. Throwing him down, it's Solano and McEnany. McEnany and Solano. Solano's helmet comes off. McEnany getting a couple in, brings him down to the ice. And Jacob Solano gives up a little bit.
Battled for Sanchez, shot in front. Over to Hilmerson. Hilmerson rocks Utkin on the boards here. Oh, and they drop the gloves.
Take it away. Stenberg gets it back. Ahead for Damon Myers here.
Myers into the zone. He has a step on the backhand, right to the front, saved by Prokop. The second chance, puck loose, and it's pushed over the line by Ryan Motto. It'll count. Ryan Motto's first of the season, and the Nordiques find the back of the net, and here we go. Things elevate a bit after that goal. The linesman in there to separate him. Oh, Ryan Motto now having a piece of Piccirillo. They're going to drop the gloves. Piccirillo taking down Damon Myers for the time being. Myers trying to get back up to his feet. Or Motto, excuse me. Motto finds the back of the nets, and he finds the fight win. Ryan Motto. What a
down, no problem there from Motu. Trying to chip out of the zone. They can't get it. Brockman could not get it, but there's a huge hit at the point. And Fournette was the one who delivered it, and now Chapman. And Chapman and Fournette are dropping the gloves. Branson was the one who got clocked at the blue line. It looks like there's going to be a power play for Rochester. Oh my goodness, these guys are going at it. A heavyweight tilt. And he stays up. What a tilt. Chapman and Fournette throwing it down.
Behind the Ice Wolves net. Rhinos control. Taken out of the play hard was DeWolf. DeWolf continues to attack. And here we go. DeWolf. Quick little bout there. Can't tell who it was.
On the last shift he had. Here comes the Ice Dogs.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have a fight here between House and Sawicki, and the fists are flying. Oh,
good hard hit by Sawicki, and then House ended up with
and then House kind of falls down on top of him, but
they're trying to generate some speed through the middle. Deemer winds up for the shot, save made, and River Leslie too good controls the rebound. And we get a nice little dust up in front. Schouten got his mitts off. Manzella wants to go with him. Here we go. Manzella and Schouten trading blows, and Schouten flattens him. Smith shoots one, glove save by Wade. Florian Wade having a heck of a hockey game, and now more pushing and shoving behind the net. Palmer, oh my goodness. A wrestling match going on. The ref's in between all of it.
Mullins to Bednarik. Back over to Everett. Up for Tolan now.
Mullins and Nudizol tying each other up down there in the defensive end.
There's two guys that both have cages, and Mullins is going to get a slash here, and then gives Nudizol a shot at the end. Sylvester trying to jump over the linesman and get involved in a scrum, and now it's madness in front of the benches.
We got a little Saturday Night Donnybrook going on as Mullins grabbed Nudizol, and now Tolan, he's grabbing Doobie. Everybody's pairing off here.
Mullins is on top of Sylvester on
and
the
Mullins'
ice.
cage is gone.
Here's another look at that, and Mullins takes Nudizol to the ice, and now Mullins is going to go with Warner, taking 3 rights. Warner with a 4th and a 5th, drags him down, and Nudizol is down on the ice as Mullins and Warner continue to scrap.
And now we have a whistle. And pushing and shoving. Uh-oh, and here we go. Caden Mack, a couple of big right hands, throws another one. And then Caden gets taken down. But Caden laid the boom there more than Corpus Christi ever did.
Mallards, Russley gets hit, takes a tumble, puck stayed out. No penalty as Ward gets a shove. Now he's having a scrap with Tuccio, and there we go. Cole Ward with 2 right off the bat. Tuccio trying to fend him off. Cole Ward the uppercut, another right. He's landing all of them. Tuccio fighting for his life. And Cole Ward not letting go. And you'd have to think Mudbugs were going to be able to get back in time. Now Wise, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Spun around into the near corner. Trying to grab it there was Earhart. Back up top, shot toward the net, backhander. Another save made, and a beautiful one there. And now we got to fight away from the ice. Another right hook. Here comes Boucher. Another uppercut. He's going after Richards. And another hit there by Boucher. Another right hook by Boucher. Boucher continues to fight Richards. They're tied up again. They're trying to get the helmet off. Was Boucher, and now he takes him down.
Face off one, Hilton through traffic. Nice little deflection in front. We're going to have a penalty on the Rhinos. And we're going to have some altercations here. Lots of guys are going here. 2 fights going, one for sure. Because it looks like it's Gensler. Both linesmen are getting their in. And it looks like the Colorado big player, I'm not sure who it is chucking over the linesman. I'm pretty sure he's going to get some extra for that.
Romo taken off of the puck. This one is kicked up and out of play, and now Mullins will get into it while Carlson has a go with Broadhead. They're going to shed him, and they're going to tumble to the ice out in front of both benches.
That was a quick one there, folks.
Gets knocked down from behind, and the Tomahawks able to force it back to neutral ice. Now Clem wants to go here. Who's this? Clem, and not sure who that is. That is Thomas Holtby, and Holtby can throw him. And right now he lands a right on Clem. Clem just trying to cover up. Now Clem answers back with a right. He and Holtby continue to go here, and Holtby tackles him to the ice.
Off the tap, a clean win by the Aviators. Snapping a shot in on the cage. Save is made by Wade. And now we've got a scuffle after the whistle. These two rivals getting into it. The gloves are off. We've got a fight in Rowdytown. Jacob Reese throwing some haymakers. He is tied up with Eberhardt. And a big fight.
I'm looking. Off the backside of Lipset, ahead as Beckwith to his left. Backhanded shoveling shot. And they go colliding into the net, and coming up with Spaniel, a couple of Mallards now driving, and now Shaver gets tangled up with someone. Shaver's got his helmet off, and he's throwing lefts. Tyler Shaver on top, a right uppercut knocks the helmet up. He's clubbing him. Oh my! Tyler Shaver. Oh!
All the way out up top. Pellerin tries to guide one, turned aside. Nusianen gets a rebound, but Pete Sterling is there, and we got a tussle. The fans are up and at it. Nusianen tying up with Alexander German.
The Wolverines were looking to regroup, but now it's carried back in on an odd man rush. Howard knocking it aside, batted down out of the air, but clearly with the high stick. Really great hand-eye coordination by Tyler Smith, and now Gans is going to shed him out in the middle of the ice with Ushio, and Ushio ends up on top.
What a sequence of events.
Face off out at center. Puck is dropped. One back now by the Nordiques, and we're underway here from the Can Ice House. Kozlina has it dropped, and oh, here we go. Rutherford instantly grabs him, and he's going right for him, and DeMora's going to get involved as well. Kozlina and Briggs going to get involved. DeMora wants a piece of Briggs. We're going to see fists be thrown. DeMora in a grabbing match. Rutherford's got a piece of Kozlina. Rutherford takes him down. More gloves going to be coming off. Dunitz is going to get into it now with Laxonen. The tall Finn going to get into it now with a former Ontario boy. He gets taken down as well. Laxonen and Dunitz continuing to go at it here. Dunitz is continuing to just grab at him here. The Finn continues to want a piece of him. They finally get away from one another.
Wide. Cody Kemp has had so many good looks in the last month. Arrington trying to work on Ranstrom, who runs him out of real estate. Kemp will get to the loose puck, and now Ranstrom drops the gloves with Arrington.
Oh, we got to make some noise.
Ranstrom
Get a little rough on the ice.
It still continues, and now it's broken up.
Got a lot of
Lena, as now Blake Jones Now we're going to have a fight. Check that. That's Lachlan Hager going after things. Hager throwing with Hutchinson Rose. Referee's letting them go as Lachlan Hager gets his first fight in the North American Hockey League. Comes over with a right, and Lachlan Hager gets his first win in the North American Hockey League. Picking up the puck is Gasperko. He sends one off the post. That'll draw James Lukoski's attention. So Lukoski getting into it with Joey Gasperko down in the zone. Meanwhile, at the blue line, it was Motto getting involved with Johnny McMahon. Lucas Marshall will come on by and make sure that his teammate Lukoski isn't outnumbered. Marshall now challenging, and now we're going to go. It's Lucas Marshall and Zach Zhang. Zhang, his first fight in the North American Hockey League. Lucas Marshall with a huge right sends Zhang down to the ice.
Got a few of those this year. Zach Krzyzewski, a long-range shot. Juggling the puck was Nolan. He crashes down and stops play. And now a tie-up in front. Gloves are off. We've got a fight. This tie-up will be with Landon Brownlee. And this is going to be with vengeance. Brownlee throwing some haymakers as he is trying to tie up one of the generals. That's Birchfield. This is going to be passionate. Birchfield tries to return the favor. Brownlee near side half wall. He's tied up with Birchfield. Still going strong.
Hit. Wishart there using his body. Murray Smith with a cross check to the face of Wishart. And everyone's coming together with a yard sale. Crane thrown to the ice there by Murray Smith. As Murray Smith with a cross check straight to the face of Tyler Wishart. Sam Crane's had enough of the shenanigans, and he's taking it into his own hands. The delayed whistle here was from Murray Smith to the hit to Tyler Wishart. Sam Crane was not happy about the hit to Wishart. Here's Wishart and Murray Smith talking to one another. Wishart now being pushed there by Anderson. As Anderson punching the face there, and everyone's still to the near side. The referee's over in front of the penalty box, and we have an absolute yard sale in front of the net as everyone's grabbing a dance partner. We got a line brawl. Everyone going now. McDonough with some hits now to Crane back out there. Tyler Wishart going. Sam Crane and McDonough still throwing haymakers. Oh my goodness.
Borgstad's going to jump him. Spencer jumps into the fray. Grab a guy, let him know who you are and what you're all about. Borgstad. All over Parker Newman. Behind the play from a bad angle, Newman's going to have to pay the price. Borgstad still feeding him.
Has it glance off the stick. And out in front, off the end boards, were the Rhinos. That was Beckett Hinchliff doing it all on that shift. And now behind the plate, we got a fight. It's Hinchliff right in there, wrapped up with Breyer. As Breyer hits the... Sinclair sees a bouncing puck beneath the goal line there. And got a fight at center. It's Apollon lining up with Kimball. Right at center circle. Here we go. They'll look each other over, and here we go. Divine Apollon takes a couple shots, and he gets it a lefty. His bucket's off, and he's swinging. Kimball fighting for his life, gets one in on Apollon. Devo with another big 2 shots. Who's going to drop first? Apollon, a lefty. Kedzo, a lefty as well. And a couple of big-time booms from Apollon, and they're still going. Apollon, left hook after left hook. Kimball's taking it like a champ. They're still going. Apollon, another lefty. And Kimball's got his bucket off. And now Apollon sends him to the ground. Oh, what a fight at the bullpen. Are you entertained?
thrown all the way down the ice. This should be icing against the Titans. Lindblad there to touch up. Dumas and Weil come together. Wade Weil certainly has no compunctions about going, and here we go. Nick Dumas with a few straight rights to the head of Wade Weil. Weil stays on his feet, but continues eating rights. Both players have lost their helmets on the play. The linesman circling, and they'll step in. So Nick Dumas.
Shot. Sandvin takes a check. Arvidsson gets to this puck. Schouten tied up behind the net. We've got a penalty upcoming. Here we go. Jackson Schouten going at it with Sandvin. Schouten and Sandvin tied up. Schouten has position. Schouten looking to go with it. Munro and Arvidsson away from the play as well. They're tied up, and the officials will break it up.
Back to DiMaggio. Play to the cage, that's saved by Erickson. They're trying to go after the rebound, and it makes its way to the circle. Cashin Nave comes up with it. To the near side for Hill. Oh, and we got the gloves are dropped. It's Heibach, and he's got a few blows in, and now they're going at it. Both of them getting the rights in. That's Heibach and Owen Smith. Smith now got an arm free, and he's getting a few shots in. They continue to go at it. Both of them throwing the rights. The fans love it.
Devlin's
he's had a rough outing tonight. Loses the helmet.
Tie up on the far side.
Oh,
hard hit by Leonard. I know. Battle here. 8 minutes, 33 seconds is Leonard and Dietz. Hard hit by Dietz on Leonard, but Leonard's feeding him some rights. They're trading rights. Leonard ducked his head, and I don't think Dietz was ready for that, but
wow.
Kirill Estignev from Springwater, Canada. Now a battle in the, as going at it. Solominski pounding away on Hutchinson Rose. What a battle in the Half Moon area between Michael Solominski and Hutchinson Rose.
I don't know, Walker, you might want to send that one in for plays of the week, but we'll see. It's early in the game, and we'll see if it bears anything. As Kemp is out there just running, knocking every Brahma to the ice. Now Eisenberg is going to go after him. Eisenberg will drop the gloves, or will he not? Capello's coming in. No one's going to drop the gloves. All right, now we got a fight now in front of the Corpus bench. Now things are getting going here. Now we have a little rivalry. We're having fun here. Capello's on the near side throwing some arms. As you see, that was prior. That was Masick. Matt. Over to Klassen. Klassen's going to dump it down the zone, and now Scanlon's going to just throw some punches on number 7, and we're going to have a fight in front of the Brahmas bench. Gloves are off. Tyson Scanlon. And here we go, 7-on-7. And that's a quick work, but at least gloves were dropped. Exchanges were sent both directions.
Arvidsson kills off about a second and then clears it down. Kren taken down. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And Small comes in and delivers a punch, and here we go. We told you this was a rivalry. As bodies go flying. Linesman trying to separate. Ian Spencer and Kalle Arvidsson. Spencer throws a punch, and we got a tilt. Spencer and Arvidsson drop the gloves as they wrestle each other down to the ice.
Gibbs will dump it back down the other way. A shot out of his net is a big collision there involving Nichols and White Rabbit. There. As Nichols and
Nichols then got jumped. Sasbury.
It back up in center. He'll flip it up towards Rochester's end. Picarillo just continues to go after that puck. Americans, though, turn it back through center. Now the players come together, and a penalty. Picarillo in a duel, and now the gloves are off with Gabe Randall. Picarillo's second fight of the year. Throws Randall down.
And it goes into the Mallards' end. Kaldenbach's going to go with Schouten. Right in front of the Mallards bench, it's Kaldenbach and Schouten. And Kaldenbach ends up underneath Schouten.
Estabrook and Ken as the play is away. Oh, we got one. Here we go. Estabrook throwing hands, gloves are off. They both go down to the ice right at the blue line for the Bismarck Bobcats. 4:32 on the clock.
Back out to center there by Thornton. Now Gosey gets hit hard into the boards there by Fleet. Up ahead, here's McKay. There's pushing and shoving going on behind us. That's Fleet, and we got a fight. It's Fleet up against Gosey. A right hook by Fleet. Fleet now trying to get those uppercuts. Gosey gets one hit, another uppercut on Fleet. And now Fleet trying to wrestle his helmet off. Another right hook. Another hook there by Gosey. And now they'll take the jersey, and Fleet will win the takedown battle. Boy.
Kerr's got a wounded wing, and he's there. Ryan Cameron makes the save. Puck frozen. Everybody's going to go ahead and dogpile on him. Emerson Marshall doesn't even have a stick. The goal's in the goal. They're going to call that a goal, but we got a fight here. Owen Kerr's going for a fight. Referees pulling them apart. And good Lord.
Here's Cooper Eberhardt. Offsides is called as Deladonna sent one wide of the cage. Deladonna then comes together with Bjork, and everybody piles on in. Well, Alec Bjork, he's willing to go. Let's see if the linesmen let them go. Bjork's already shed a glove. He and Picarillo are still jawing at each other. Actually, that's Cooper Eberhardt in there. Eberhardt, I think he might have punched a linesman doing that. And then falling down to the ice are the linesman and Alec Bjork.
This one over the net. Puck to the near side. It's bouncing, and now we got a fight. Miller and Dooley. Oh my goodness! Good night from Logan Dooling. He clobbers Emerson Miller.
24 of 25 in this game. Plays the puck himself for Novo. Papaspieropoulos has his knees taken out from underneath him. Going to the penalty box will be Jack Coleman. Ryan Novo challenging Elmira's skater. And looks like we're going to go. Dropping his gloves, it's Jack Coleman. Ryan Novo had a linesman talk to him, and now let's go. So Novo and Coleman, New Jersey's captain defending Alex Papaspieropoulos. Novo, a hard right, and he knocks Jack Coleman down to the ice. All coming up, it goes against Elmira. Picarillo giving cross checks to the back of Jack Hillier, and Owen Leahy has seen enough. Let's see if Leahy will drop the gloves. He will. Owen Leahy, his first fight in the North American Hockey League, twists around with Picarillo as Jack Hillier just ate 3 cross checks in between his shoulder blades. JP Sadie giving up lots of space, but he gets the takedown as Hunt gets knocked down by a left. Popped up to his skates again. JP Sadie still firing, and JP Sadie throws Jude Hunt down to the ice.
Now sent over. August Klassen has it again. Stolen away. Anthony Capello has it again.
Wide, Reardon leaves it in front, but Sonati was tied up by Farrell, and then Perot absolutely destroys Bryson, and Scheffler comes in and has a word with him. And now Perot with a couple of bomb rights. Perot's trying to get his right hand free. Chesler has his jersey over his head. Perot with a couple of uppercuts. Perot again as Chesler hits the deck. And that'll bring the Ice Rays faithful to their feet.
And now it's Smutny pushing it forward. Onside, no. Babineau was ripped down by Smith. And now Babineau and Smith are going to drop the mittens, and they're going to go. Smith hammering Babineau with rights, who's trying to get back into it. Smith giving it to Babineau over on the half wall, and the officials will finally break it up. Yeah, no, the hockey gods. And the Lucas man line, look out. Fuller goes for a stumble behind the net, and he has to get back in play. Mann getting worked over in the corner, and here we go again. Mann wants Johansson. Lucas Mann throwing hands. Johansson gets the best of him.
Vorchuk has been tenacious today for Danbury. Part of the reason for this 4-goal lead, and here we go. A little skirmish broke out away from the play.
Walk it. Anderson left it. Backel took a big old check. Crawford gets cracked as well. And a follow-up hit for Monroe. They'll drop the mitts. Bulgakov going at it. Anderson gets hit. Coughlin decides he's had enough of that. Devin Bard wanting to go, and we've got a pile-up. The tempers boiling over. Anderson broke up what could have been a big fight, and Coughlin expressing his team's opinions.
And Marshall and Doyle going at it. Lone Star wins the exchange. Lone Star keeps control for only a minute as Odessa's going the other way. And a fight breaks out on the other side between Barry and Kerr, the goal scorer from earlier.
Then we got a fight. It's Coughlin going against Litcher. Earhart, rather. Coughlin's given up a few inches, but he's going toe-to-toe. Earhart and Coughlin. Headshot after headshot. Toe-to-toe. Oh, this is an epic battle. Coughlin, Earhart. Earhart's gotten more licks in, but Coughlin's still up on his skates. Oh, that's a big couple of rights. Coughlin. And that's going to do it. Coughlin stood in with a bigger man, and he bloodied his nose.
Connor Broadhead skates it for the Blues through center ice. Now he's over the line and offside. We get a fight right in front of the Junior Blues bench as Smith is going at it with Bergner. And I don't know why they're trying to separate them. They're really going at it. Now they let him go. And looked like Smith landed an uppercut there on Bergner, but gets taken down, and we get a little bit of a scrap here at the Nelson Center.
Salmon through the center ice logo, takes a shot deflected out of play by Kyle Kim. And then Tommy Holpe, a glove goes flying, and Tommy Holpe is in a scrap with Lucas Marshall, and he's laying a beat down on him. What a scrap here, and a huge right there by Holpe. Tommy Holpe and Lucas Marshall going at it. Marshall's losing the jersey. And a takedown. What a fight.
Americans with an offensive zone face-off. Off the tie-up, a shot right off the draw. Loose rebound, backhander. Save made by Caulfield. He gets across to make an outstanding stop. Now some more pushing and shoving behind the net with 9:26 to go in the second period. Wyatt Stefan's getting into it as well. Wyatt Stefan still in the mix. And Wyatt Stefan now, and now Tommy McDonough takes him to the ice. And some more pushing and shoving, and Stefan without a helmet takes jabs. And with some more shoving, another big sucker punch by Stefan down on the ice. And now we got the gloves off, down towards our right. Dewberry's in the mix. Dewberry throws a right-hand jam. They're still battling it out. Penalties galore here. Dewberry gets in a huge scuffle. More smack in the neutral zone. Dexter Kickline's in the mix with Tommy McDonough now as Dewberry's escorted off into the sin bin. Gloves are off again. Roenick is tied up with Kickline, and now Kickline is being mugged in the neutral zone. Roenick is throwing a couple of right-hand fists, and now Dexter Kickline doesn't want to fight. There's gloves and sticks all over the ice.
Oh. Jacko Hannison with a goal. And if I'm not mistaken, a nasty hit. And here goes Svantesson. Svantesson. He's not even dropping his gloves. I can't see who that is for North Iowa. That's Liam Bard. He's trying to take some shots, and he's being peeled off of Svantesson, pushing the officials together. Now Svantesson with his long reach, reaching over the officials.
Oh, we got a Tilly right off the bat. Borgstad takes on Ramirez, and he sits on him.
How about Borgstad? Looked good from up here. It was a quick drop.
Out of the way. 3:20 to go here in period one. Gibbons with it.
And we have a fight. It's Max Matthews and Kenan Riles. Matthews comes with a couple of rights. They tie up, and Matthews with a kill ball right, and an uppercut, and another over the top. Matthews has lost his helmet, still throwing right, and he takes down Max Matthews.
And now it'll be Tanner George to collect. George knew a hit was coming, tried to avoid it. Looked to throw the hit right back to Beadle. Beadle gets a pass in front, and Turner misses it. And now Tanner George and Beadle tied up, and George throwing right hooks. Beadle leaving his gloves on.
In the first, Dumas forces a turnover. Dumas across the slot, stopped by Croshaw, and he'll hold on. And then O'Hara wants a word with Lachlan Hager, and they're going to drop the gloves. So Hager gets a one takedown. Hager a hard right, and Lachlan Hager has his second fight in the North American Hockey League.
And I heard something hit off the post. I don't know if that was the goaltender's skate or if it was the puck. Hard to tell from here. Now a big hit, and junior blue player down on the other end of the ice. And now we get a fight at center ice as Sawicki and Ushio go at it. A little bit of a size disadvantage here. And so
It was on a half a breakaway on the backhand. He roofed it to that blocker side, which he looked for, considering that wasn't his glove side. And Wangus is now going to have to pay for it. Palmer with his gloves off. Here we go. Palmer with the right. Wangus with the right. And Palmer will take down Ethan Wangus after that hit. A power play forthcoming here for Rochester. For Rochester. Thank you for that interesting stat, Nate. I do appreciate it. Shout out to the Oh, huge hit by Stenberg right there on Zach Rzuski. Things are going to elevate right here. Stenberg absolutely wiping him out. Here we go. Kitchline with the gloves off. Stenberg with the gloves off. Stenberg with a huge right hook takes him down. Mike Stenberg wants another right hand hook. Gitchline gets absolutely wiped out with a huge right hook.
Off the boards for White. White twisting, turning, then he's taken down in the corner. And Maglio taken down from behind. Generals showing the physicality. Shot from Birchfield. And now White and looks like Gallo were tangled up. And now Apollon trying to jump one of the Aviators. He's got the gloves off. White did not want to go as Apollon continues to hammer away. White never got his gloves off.
Maintaining control, Ryder trying to send it in. And now it's El Paso with the shot, and it was Solano. And we already got a fight breaking out on the Odessa side of the ice. And you could tell this was coming because if you were not here yesterday, 4 players got game misconducts for a fight that broke out. And now they're sending it out to get some fresh legs, mainly for Tavari, who'd been out there the entire time. And we got another fight in the middle of the ice. That's Patia and Rasmus. And now the helmet comes off for Patia. Rasmus still has his helmet on. Patia, I'm sure, is trying to get his helmet off. And now the referees are going to break it up.
Nichols in the offensive zone will skate this one into the corner. Lorenza's there for it. As time expires, horn sounds and a little extra following the horn.
Nichols stung him and he turtles. It's Lorenza, the Bruins' leading scorer.
We'll find DeShaver along the near sideboards. Once again, Gibbs with some good defense there. Toro's back the other way, 2-on-2. As this will be called a following the play, though. Funk is down on the ice going at it with Kaiser, and that's what's going to draw the whistle.
As we get another look.
Deal now down 2-1. Lincoln Krasinski and his junior idea. Oh, we got a brawl here. Knudsen's going to throw hands here in the slot. He's getting fed, though, a couple of lefts. He's going to come back, though, with a right of his own. Cal Knudsen throwing hands in the Janesville. A couple of left jabs into the Janesville Jet player. That, by the way, is Tanner George for Janesville. They're still on their feet there. Both guys getting in some blows with right hooks and left jabs.
Out, and stepping to it is Earhart, who gets stood up by Perot. Now Jasper on the follow-up, a centering pass, and Reardon was there, and now Perot's taken down from behind. He's all kinds of tangled up with Earhart. Reardon now the other way, a shot, he scores! And now Perot and Earhart are about to go. Perot with a couple of bomb rights. Perot the uppercut. Oh my goodness, Raymond Perot, give him a chance. Raymond Perot! Oh my goodness! The Ice Rays take a 1-0 or a 1-1 tie.
Philip Steele score. Wranglers drive the net after a face-off win, and it rolls in on carpet, and we've got a scuffle here as Martel going at it with Wood. It looks like we've got a fight. It's Noah Wood laying it on, as looks like he's going with Doyle, and he tosses him to the ground.
Matthews off the face-off win, gets it deep. Polomsky has that one popped up in the air. A big hit there by Osberg, and that's going to be another penalty against the Ice Rules. And the Rhinos player not moving. And Rakowski and Osberg are going to go. Rakowski, though, is going to keep his gloves on. And this is going to be interesting to see how this one's called. And then this is where Rakowski skates up to Osberg to challenge him. Osberg says, all right, let's go. But Rakowski kept all of his equipment on, so again, I don't know how the referee saw that or how he will call that. If it's a one-sided fight, it's just a 5-minute major to the player that dropped his gloves.
Huge stick in from DiMaggio. Kenai, they wanted a call. They're not going to get it.
Oh, we're getting
there's a fight! We're getting a tilt! Mario DiMaggio is going all in! And DiMaggio sends him down! You do not mess with Mario DiMaggio.
Oh boy, we got one. We got a Tilly. Here we go. Oh, they're going to pull him apart. They didn't even allow him to really go. Murray Smith throwing hands for the Wings.
Get it free. Charlie Fink through center, off to the left wing for Duckworth. He drops it off for Otwell, and now we have a fight down behind the play. Murray in with Roenick. Good right-hander from Murray, over the top, now an uppercut. Murray continues to go. Roenick hasn't gotten a good punch in yet. And the linesman will jump between, and I'll say that Aviator defenseman Chase Murray won that duel. That uppercut, a surprising one, as Roenick and Murray will head to the locker rooms.
Murillo back the other way. Allard with a great hit to close off Sinclair, and that wasn't Sinclair, pardon me. That was Braden Lund as they continue to whack each other up the ice, but here comes Reardon now. He drags through his legs, and it was sniffed out by Welburn, who knifed it away. Allard throws it in deep, and he continues to get after it with Lund, and now Allard drops the gloves. He pounds Lund with a couple of rights. Allard again as Townsend, the linesman, tries to get in there. Allard continues to pump the right fist. Now an uppercut as Lund is ducking for cover. And Allard got his money's worth.
Lukin has this one out with O'Hara. As O'Hara and Faro get caught up on the boards. Faro goes down, and O'Hara's dropping the gloves here. Lefts and rights going around as he takes down Briggs Orr.
But New Jersey takes possession as James Schneid looks up ice. Oh my, a hospital pass, and Emerson Miller coming across the blue line. And then Lucas Marshall gives it right back to Joey McGraw. McGraw then draws down Owen Leahy, and now we're all going to have some fun. Lucas Marshall and Joey McGraw on the far side. For Marshall, his second fight of the season. McGraw, the West Point commit, letting his emotions get the best of him as Lucas Marshall takes down one of Northeast General's captains.
Jack Klevby with the assist on the Logan Off-Grand goal, and the Blues are up. Now we got a fight. Sawicki going at it at center ice with Knutson. And he takes a couple of punches there, falls to a knee, and the linesmen are going to separate him.
Olin comes out of his cage to play it, giving along for Emerson Miller. Worked up the wall, and now moving up ice with it. And getting, or rather, we have a fight. It's Lachlan Hager and Divine Apollon behind the play. Hager and Apollon, these two were teammates at the youth level. Divine Apollon taken down by Lachlan Hager. Now Divine Apollon, you pretty much unanimously known as the toughest player in the North American Hockey League.
Tipped across by Sam Karch to the near side corner. Karch right there with Farrell. Adam Mahler and Jack Edwards down low for the Minotauros, pinning it up against the boards. Farrell digs it out of the corner. as he's checked into the boards. Mahler right there with Sam Karch, and we're going to have a tumble. Mahler and Sam Karch throwing some left and right as they both take a tumble. Mahler throwing Karch back down as we'll get a stoppage here, and both men will sit for the next couple of minutes.
Richmond's going to get it up and out of the zone. Kimball and Richmond going at it. And now we got a fight. Let's go, let's go. They went. Richmond. Lawson Kimball. It's a mad scramble. They got each other in a headlock. And now it's a sumo match. And pending the outcome of tonight's game, the Odessa Jackalopes in fine shape as we've got another tussle. Christian Tavares, Rasmus Lucianen gets Tavares down to the ice.
Puck down in the Wolverines' defensive end still.
Oh,
and now here we go. Gensler going to shut him with Messina. 3 rights. Now Messina throws one as well. They tie up. Messina's bucket ripped off. And Gensler drags him down to the ice and finishes him with the people's elbow after that huge hit in the Wolverines' defensive end. Involved in a scrum, and the linesmen are going to have to go over and break up a 3-on-3. George rips his glove off and is trying to throw over the top at Bagnoli. Bench has to be careful here not to get involved. And
an open circle. Taken over by Montaldo. It's kicked up by J.S. Pack as him and Apollon get into a shoving match here. Murray holds him, and that'll be a glove dropper here. Pack getting into it with Murray Smith. Lefts and rights coming down. Pack will come down to the ice as his jersey gets pulled right off him.
Maryland Black Bears looking to come out physical to begin this game. They thought that they were pushed around a bit in yesterday's game, and we spoke about this yesterday, and now we're going to have a fight. Lachlan Hager and Tyler Stern, Maryland's captain. Hager takes down Tyler Stern.
It was a fine hip check, but coming in down deep. Another mid-ice hit, and it loosens a helmet. There's going to be fights here.
Lalonde able to clear down zone. Henrietta was given chase, just could not hustle, but delayed penalty on.
Oh man, George, high stick to House's face, and
Schroeder and House tied up. Norcovicus, Lalonde. I saw Tim go down, and now House and Schroeder going at it. They shed the gloves. Schroeder with some rights, not really reaching House. House is just content holding him out to the edge. He throws a right. Now they're tied up, and they will go down to the ice, and the linesman will hold that one up. I missed what happened there. You said...
So yeah, high stick by George. They got upset with each other, and he swung his stick and hit House right in the lower chin.
Comes Brendan in the circle. Around one man lost the puck, and it's covered up by Garapi. And some pushing and shoving here at the end of this. We check shoving. Meck in there as well. Schooley adding on a third. Holmes is our referee here tonight. Wow, more pushing and shoving over there in the corner. Simonera, oh wow, he's going at it with Gagno. Simonera just throwing shots in the back of the head of Gagno. That cannot be, I mean.
And now it'll come out, race onto the puck. Big hit put on there, and Tanner George is going to the box. Now Tanner George puts down, he's going to take on a couple guys there from the steal.
pokes it deep into the zone. Ramirez on it, and then a big hit by Nichols. That's going to lead to a penalty call. And now we've got gloves off.
Oh, Nichols just got shot in the face, and that set him off.
And now he's going to hammer away at William Shepard, who didn't want to go at first. He's only got one glove off, and now the linesmen are going to get in, which is probably lucky for Shepard.
Well, if Shepard didn't want to go, he shouldn't have caught Nichols right.
Though they went high off the glass, but it was gloved down and kept alive by Bossy. Now look out, we're going to have a scrap here. Who is this? This is Reed and Roenick. Hank Reed, he lost an edge and he went down, and Roenick throwing some right hands in there. And now Reed jumps back on top of Roenick.
And still not wanting to go with Tyler Shaver. I think we will see that go down in this period. And here we go. It's Tyler Shaver, but instead it's Bushfield. Bushfield gets some right. Shaver throws a desperate right. Bushfield connecting. Shaver now gets him in a headlock. Tyler Shaver wrestling with him, has him on the jerseys. Gets a little shove with the knuckles on the left, trying to grab the face. A right from Bushfield. Or Birchfield, I should say. They're trying to go back and forth. Neither of them getting a clean shot. There's a big right. Now they're just tangled up like Greco-Roman wrestlers. Shaver quick gets a left uppercut.
Change is trying to come through with Murray Smith. It's dropped back finally by Stenger. Apollon comes to defense there for the moment of Finn Connors will be held onto behind the net still. Less than 7.5 remaining here in the second. Murray Smith trying to chase him down. Stenger's going to pick up speed though as he crosses out of his zone. To the far side now. We got Divine Apollon. Got a piece of Dueling. We got the gloves being thrown. Dueling and Divine Apollon. Apollon puts him down.
Off for Corpus Christi. Green is all sorts of tangled up with Ventus Finkway, and now they drop the gloves. Ventus Finkway throws a right. Green connects with a right, then Ventus Finkway a couple more, and they both topple over. As Ventus Finkway landed a couple of strong rights, they still have a piece of one another.
Dumped forward by the Nordiques, but plunked up along the scorer's table on the near side. Again, multiple penalties called on the Americans in this game. Here's Ryan Shaw, dances towards the slot. Shaw on the backhand, sends one towards the net. Fired just wide, and now we got a fight here in the neutral zone. Alex Zakarzuski throws some right-hand jabs, and the officials come to separate Zakarzuski and a Nordique. For the main Nordiques. At one point in time, he was the youngest player on the Junior Americans roster. Tough attempt, denied by LaRue, and Lasso Sedan makes the stop. Oh, here we go. Reese has dropped the mitts. We've got a fight, and now the gloves are off between Stenberg and Reese. A couple of right-hand blows by Stenberg. Now Reese is trying to return the favor, and Stenberg takes Reese down with 5:11 to go here in the second.
Trying to find that one, sends it to the far side. Maryland's got to watch out here. They do avoid the too many men. And now it looks like we're going to have a fight. Charlie Vincent and Sebastian Brockman, and Brockman, just takes him down. Easy peasy for Sebastian Brockman.
For Elmira going round and round as Brockman bearing farewell to Vincent, who's been shown the door.
Oh, and now more pushing and shoving as Holtby dropping the mitts. And here we go. Chase Murray. Murray eating rights. And down he goes.
Now up to 1 for 4 on the night, by the way, for the Shamrocks, including killing off a very, very brief 5-on-3. And now we've got a tussle. Surgat's dropped him with Nichols, and Surgat has wanted this one for a long time, and he is feeding Davin Nichols. These were the fireworks that we expected to see last Saturday when Noah Surgot got the start. Now we've got some more behind the play. Back in the corner, two Shamrocks getting into it. Boren tied up with a Taro, and there are definitely going to be some extra penalties. But Noah Surgot has wanted a piece, and now we've got, that looks like maybe O'Hannison, or see the 7 on the sweater. It's not O'Hannison, and there's that Fleming. It is the first in the North American Hockey League for Justin Bartley, the native of Chicago, Illinois. And bounced in here from center and holding on is Swedin, and now the Taros come in, and Ginger did nothing wrong. Now Gallo's gotten into it, and Gallo's dropped him. Gallo wants a piece of Jochums. Jochums is not going to oblige. Shepard's trying to go at it as well out at center with Tui. The linesman trying to keep those two separated from each other. You know, I'd imagine here Minot's gonna want.
Here come the Jacks. Pass ahead. It's Giosi, and Matthews takes the hit, but got the poke check in to break it up. And now Giosi and Matthews are gonna drop the gloves. Giosi and Matthews sizing each other up. And they will engage. Matthews throws a right miss, then he connects with one. Giosi comes back over. They're just exchanging rights. Matthews with another, and Matthews with another. Gets the takedown. 9:02 to go. We'll tie up. Odessa has possession. Patel a one-timer, save 4. Rebound to the wall. Jacobs one more shot to the net, hit traffic. And Hugo will tie up his man. That will end it. And Stanley Hubbard is in a fight with Jeremy Jacobs. Hubbard's first fight of his career. Delivering rights. Pops back up. Jeremy Jacobs. Stanley Hubbard chucking him. And the linesmen step in. And Jacobs continues to throw rights.
Rush, Ranstrom bringing it in. He's got Green on the far side. Rimple tries to settle that one down as it goes behind, out in front of loose at the front of the net. Masick gets it up. Now Scanlon trying to pass it to Vinachinkwe. And Autiri and Conway are going. Now Eisenberg is involved in it. Can't really fight Conway because he has a helmet with a cage. Now Soderbaum is involved in an altercation. Eisenberg will go back to the box. Hayek is in there now. Punches are thrown, and Autiri is doing what a captain does, which is cleaning up the competition. And listen to the crowd. Listen to this crowd. They love their captain. And here we go again, out in front of the bench. And now we got a full-on fight. It's Conway's going with Masick. Helmets are off, gloves are on the ice, and we are full on as Vinachinkwe is trying to clean up. Sobush is going. Referees are. Masick is getting murdered in the Brahma zone. Players are being escorted to the box as fast as they can. Dan Walfong has thrown the clipboard at Sylvian Cloutier. And we could have some real fireworks here in a second. It's now Sylvian Cloutier and Dan Walfong are yelling at each other. Get a camera to center ice, please. Walfong is being refrained from his players, or held back by his players. And these officials are having a heck of a time keeping everybody down. Now Capello is going to grab one. Now Allard, now everybody's involved. Here we go. Vinachinkwe. Emmons now dropping the hammer with her right hand. Now Masick's coming back into play, and the officials have absolutely zero control over what's going on the ice. Capello and Perreault are fighting. Emmons is fighting Hayek. Masick is fighting 2 ice rays. Now Emmons is going in for a second fight. Center ice getting punch after punch. Perreault is punching on Capello, whose glove is off. Here comes Rizzo to clean him up, and Masick. Emmons coming in. Throwing bombs on Biederman. Biederman and Emmons. Emmons is in about his 3rd fight of the period. Here he goes, throwing bombs. Emmons just cleaning him up with right hands to Biederman. Right hand over the top. Vinichinkwe will not go to the penalty box. Capello's now going to the penalty box. It is a yard sale of epic proportions. And El Toro Loco, hey, let's get a little rocky. Is now everybody is throwing, they're throwing bowls on the ice. Tell me one more time, fans in the South don't love a good Donnybrook. Krenke, Sobush, and Conway are out there. Sobush is trying to bait. Now Sobush drops his gloves and is throwing punches on Tess. Tess is an unwilling combatant. His helmet is ripped off.
And Sobush is continuing, so I'm gonna say he gets the rest of the night off.
He'll be gone
for continuing an altercation. Obviously, well disciplined by Saxon Tess by not dropping. He's backed off.
On the near side. Smith goes down low, trying to find Laurent Trepanier. He's taken out by Tamora. Referee's arm stays down. Campeau with the drive. Here we go. The gloves come off. Jack Tamora with the big right hand on Cam Smith. Smith with the right hand. Tamora with two rights. Cam Smith with another right. Now with the left. And Tamora takes down Cam Smith as we see the fisticuffs here on this Friday night in Lewiston. Jack
pounding away behind the play on Andon Coles. Official says keep playing on. Guys will come the other way. Davis got an elbow up high, got his man, Logan Gantz, and now we got a little dust up in the corner. Oh, Camden Davis down to our left, feeding his man. Oh, he hammers him with the right hook, drops his man down to his tuchus.
Off the face-off, Hudson Blue having a conversation with Shaver, and the mitts are off. Shaver and Blue throwing haymakers at the blue line. Blue wanted to dance. Shaver obliges, and the crowd goes wild. Hudson Blue and Tyler Shaver for a hooking, while also offside. Big hit there up top by Karch, and we get a delayed penalty. Bynum and Karch going at it here. Everyone grabs a dance partner. It's an absolute melee here in front of Ledan. Jackson Riley got hit up high by Karch. Karch gets pulled by Ashton Bynum. And then everyone jumps in for a dance partner.
Those defenders, I couldn't tell who it was. It's now Hubbard and Liam going the other way. We got a fight in the center of the ice. It's between Richmond and Farmer. They've already dropped both the gloves, and looks like Richmond wins that exchange, sending Farmer down to the ice.
Played all the way down in the Mudbug zone. Just twos and twos. Hard hit along the end boards. Down goes Pusateri. Pusateri now going after Cumlin. Oh, he took a right hook. Now a Cumlin. Another right hook on Cumlin. Now Bergstrom's in there. And we got all hell breaking loose.
The Nordics trying to be a little too cute there. On the far side, Wade Weil looking for it. Pendy's the first one to it. He'll take it away. Trepanier, oh, here we go! A fight now. Wade Weil and Brendan Boring. Boring with the right. Weil with the right, and he rips Boring down to the ice. Wade Weil with a huge fight win right there. The UMaine commit rips Boring down.
Land away in the neutral zone. Here we go. Roenick is going to go at it with Dooling. Roenick delivering right, uppercut by Dooling. Dooling pounding away. Roenick grabbing the jersey as they swing it out here. A big hit to the head by Roenick as they battle at center ice. Oh, man. Good battle there between Dooling and Roenick.
Zone in. Natussel got tripped up as he.
Oh, we got a fight here.
And now we got a fight with Christian and Dahl. And they both fall to the ice. Christian gets a couple of jabs in there on Dahl.
Johnson throwing it to the near side. Deemer back to Johnson. Gloved and held on. It's Kalsher, Deemer, and Andrew Cumming. Hall now pushing and shoving with some face washing as the last man in was Deemer, and he wants everything of Andrew Cumming. Deemer's tossing the gloves as he's now going to get the additional penalty here. Deemer is hot as he gets away from the linesman as he now grabs Andrew Cumming in front of the penalty box. Deemer and Cumming going at it here in front of the penalty box. Andrew Cumming with some right-handed bombs. Deemer's going at it as well. Both men going at it with some big haymakers. Noah Deemer pulled away from the linesman. Andrew Cumming now throwing a right hook at one another. They're still going at it. Deemer's going to get some additional penalties from this one.
We've got a long 6:40 left to go. Spino tackles Elbert to the ice. There's Paddington. Spino, they're swarming him. Here we go. E.J. Paddington has the helmet off. He's with Bovey. Gloves still on. He's got a cage. Bubble came off of Paddington. Cage still on Spino, or rather Bovey. Spino down to the ice with Trace Day. Now they go. They took the bubbles off. Paddington with the rights. Paddington got the size on Bovey. He's got a couple in. He's throwing the rights. Bovey can't do anything because he doesn't have the size. E.J. Paddington.
The deficit is now a 4-2 Wings lead with 10-10. And now we're going to have a penalty called here, and Wilson and Gavin for the Shamrocks are going to engage in some penalties. And Gavin's wanting to go, and the linesmen are separating the two. It's actually Orr who's talking with Gavin as we have more pleasantries exchanged in the corner. Physicality all around here as Bulgakov is on top of a Shamrock skater, and Reed is throwing haymakers with Shepard in the corner. Right across from me in the HKG Architecture broadcasting booth, Bulgakov and Gardner were exchanging words with each other, and Bulgakov was on top of Gardner, and Reed and Shepard are still exchanging messages. We have a goalie fight. We have a goalie fight between Braun and LaShaw at center, and Braun takes down LaShaw at the wing zone blue line. Oh my gosh, we have melee here at the ODI Center.
Better golfer, 16-11 golf. Soon opening in North Richland Hills. As Seminar, we got a fight at center ice. Boucher, he's got the glove down. He's throwing the hammers. As we've got a fist fight right off the bat here. Can't tell who he was going with, but we got more players flaring up now. As Saxon Test, we got another fight now. Nickel. Now we've got a third fight as Cooper Fawnin is engaged in it. Haltonby on Rizzo. Looked like Saxton Test got involved into it. And that
shot, May once more, picked up by Rusarito. He'll try and send it to the far side. He's got Jane Sakura's stick now. Wants to send it forward, and oh, here we go. Jackson Rutherford's gonna go after it with Ethan McNinney at center. They drop the glove, they say let's go. Here they go at center. Greece East hockey at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Rutherford's got a piece of him. Trying to throw the right hands. McNeely trying to throw the left. Rutherford gets a couple lefts in. Blows continue to go. Rutherford still trying to take him down. He puts him on his backside.
Goes off his stick, it's touched up, and Murphy will head to the penalty box. Oh, and then Shane Kozlina gets dumped after the whistle, and things elevate here a little bit. Hank Reed in the near side. Stenberg there. Bellerin comes over. Oh, and we're going to get some punches thrown. Nick Jarmaine will shake things up with Ryan Santiago. Flaherty now with a couple of jabs on Kozlina. Oh, he's got him by the collar. Stepping up is Weil. Wangus comes over. Gloves stay on, but the chippiness and the pushing and shoving. Kozlina gets his gloves. Oh, and Murphy comes out of the penalty box, and he attacks Instrup. Instrup with his gloves off, he pushes the linesman out of the way. Oh, Jacob Instrup just manhandling Nate Salazar, and Salazar fired up. Oh, Kellen Murphy just popping out of the penalty box and jumping Jacob Instrup.
For Trunda. Sandro shot through traffic, blocker save. Rebound collected by Darby. Darby off the wall to center ice, and the Steel have to vacate the zone. Now we got a fight. Breyer and Mauser gonna throw hands here in the zone, and Breyer with one punch knocks down Mauser as he hit him in the back of the head. Then Mauser gets on top of Breyer and gets a couple of rights into the face of Breyer.
But just couldn't connect. Morgan on the other side. Petrus takes him away from the puck. Oh, Klitschko lifted an ice ray and just threw him into the glass. What a hit from Martin. Now Gleb Ushakov, one-on-one. Can he keep it on his stick? No. Oh, and we've got a fight. Petrus is going at it now. Max Petrus, oh, he fell down. He was going to go at it with Morgan, but he slipped and fell. Max Petrus not letting anything go. Attaboy, Max. And now we got another one right on the other side. Schooley going at it. He gets taken down.
Back in the defensive zone, Hunter going to race after it. And again, the Bobcats, oh, Anderson getting taken out behind the play. Got absolutely slew-footed. Now Chesler and Many Gray Horses going after each other. And they're going to drop him. Ollie Chesler stand up for his goalie. He feeds him a right. Ollie Chesler absolutely feeding Ryder Many Gray Horses. Attaboy, Chess. Way to stand up for your goalie right there.
Out his defenseman. LaBelle on a home run feed, intending to find Hudson Blue. It's found by Spaniel, who throws it around the boards. Bounces off the stick of Hudson Blue, Bronson Hunt at the point. Kaldenbach tangled up with Hudson Blue behind the play. They won't separate. Kaldenbach dropped his gloves and is just teeing off on Hudson Blue, who can't even let go and get his gloves free. Kaldenbach not letting go to Hudson Blue, drops the gloves. Blue's trying to disengage and go away.
Richmond starts the conversation with Polomsky. So there's another look at that first hit. Richmond challenges him and says, you want to go? Polomsky says, all right, let's do it. And Richmond says, oh, never mind, I don't want it.
Yeah, he didn't drop his gloves.
I can't blame him. Polomsky's a scary guy. And Polomsky's night will be over.
Out of the danger zone, Junker knocked down in the left wing, or right wing corner rather. Still down on his knees, and the puck somewhere beneath him. Finally pops up high. Lavecchio's snapshot kicked aside. And now Riles is going to go and trade rights with Earhart. Riles comes over the top. Another right. Still swinging it. Earhart down to a knee. They're back up and still both going. South Division rock'em sock'em. And the referees will finally break up the pair of combatants.
And Kai Dunnett should get the assist. He currently does, and he will in post, hopefully. Face-off one back for New Hampshire all the way to the net front as 8:56 to go. We have fisticuffs at center. Bodies go tumbling once more. That's Gelhard going after it with, I believe, that's Demora. That's not even Demora. He's on the outside.
Laskinen and Liam Doherty with a roughing 2 minutes each. Oh, and then Brady Frank on the face-off dot as he'll square off here. Here we go. Brady Frank, the rookie, and Logan Dooling. Frank's gloves come off. Dooling has one glove off. Linesman in there to separate those two. Just 4 seconds left, and we'll see some physicality.
Bad pass initially from Amarillo as White gets smashed between two Warriors. And Oklahoma fires it in. Uh-oh, we might have a go here. Uh-oh, Isaiah Yates has dropped it. Here we go with Anthony White. Isaiah Yates and Anthony White. Uh-oh, and the officials, no, here we go. Yates gets a right hand, couple of big right hands. Isaiah Yates, 2 big right hands. Oh, Isaiah, he flattens him. The bench erupts. Oh, Isaiah Yates.
An easy tap in for him, and the net's going to get knocked off behind Gutridge behind the play, and we'll see if everyone comes out okay. Now we've got a fight on the far side boards. Toshler goes swinging immediately, winds up on top of the Shamrock with 8:36 to go, and the bigger concern is the Shamrock defenseman that looks like Will Shepard, who's down behind his net.
2-on-1 for Anchorage. Pass intended for Everett, and his momentum carries him into Menard. He's going to receive the ire of Cornelli, and Menard slow to get
yeah,
up
and
here.
here comes Bronner. Unbelievable. Tim, look at who's Van Wee getting in it with Tim.
Yeah, Tim and Van Wee are out here at the dot, and they're going to throw. Tim getting over top of Van Wee, and the linesmen are down in the scrum, so they're going to be able to keep going. Tim's just feeding Van Wee down on top of him, and Hendrick almost had to get involved in that as the head official because there was no one to stop Tim. Off the back wall, Menard stopping it. Turns, close side Pendo. Tolan on the forecheck. Anchorage with 3 skaters back in the neutral zone. Nice passive neutral zone. And now we're gonna have a square off at center ice between Bronner and Leonard as the gloves go flying and they square up. Leonard faking, Bronner will engage, trying to grapple with the left hand, feeds one right, and now going for an underhand. Leonard returning with 2 rights of his own. Bronner delivering underneath Leonard, feeding him 3 times. Leonard trying to come back over the top. Bronner breaks free, locks up with the right hand. The 2 of them grappling at center ice. Bronner gets down on top, feeds Leonard with the right one last time. And what a scrap from 2 Alaska natives here at the Sullivan.
At center.
Stick in a manner he would like to, and it clanks wide. Green trying to go the other way as he had a one-on-one back, and Stenger's able to poke check it away. Oh, Stenberg with a huge hit on Bryson. Oh, and then Stenberg cross-checked in the back by Stern, and they don't call it. Here we go. Stern and Stenberg. Stern on top of Stenberg. Stern with the right. Stenberg with his helmet off. Stern with the right. Oh, and now Stenberg responds with a right of his own, and there goes Stenberg's sweater.
Definitely be a sight to behold here at Hollydale Ice Arena. Oh, Jamaldinov takes a crushing hit. Lost a glove and is checking his mouth. And we've got a fight here. Rebels were not happy with that hit. It's Bryce Strand dropping the gloves here. I believe with Andrew Piccarillo. A spirited scrap between those 2, and the linesmen jump in to put out the fire.
Small turns the other way. Small in for Spencer. Spencer had it poked away. Puck comes back out into the neutral ice. Delayed penalty. And now a big fight between Bulgakov and Atoro. Bulgakov throwing hammers.
Small never attempted to fight, so he should not get a fighting penalty on this.
With the black and red trim, with red helmets and red numbers. They go from left to right as the puck is down, and here we go. JP Sadie and Ryan Santiago right off the bat. Sadie a few big lefts, and he knocks Santiago down to the ice. Santiago gets up, feeds a right to Sadie. They're still going with the linesman on top of them. Finally, the 2 of them get separated.
Ahead for Anfinson and sent into the zone. McClellan first one there. Around the boards for Mason Wright. Kept in though by El Paso. A pass in front as McClellan got sent headfirst into the boards, and now he's down and being stood over by one of the Rhinos. McClellan's down, no penalty, and now here comes Mason Wright to his defense. Mason Wright, Joseph Luger getting in the mix. Uh-oh, here comes a bunch of
skirmishes from both guys. Paul Wiechek in the mix. Dominic Kish, some shoving. And Jack McClellan is down and has not moved. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, Wiechek, here we go. Wiechek's going with Brendan Coughlin. Paul Wiechek and Coughlin. Coughlin a right, missed. Another right. Wiechek trying to get in. There's a right hand from Wiechek. Paul holding, looking, another right hand. Paul going up strong against Coughlin and then takes him down. They're going at it again. Coughlin and Wiechek, Paul a right. And then Wiechek lays on top of him. Good fight there from those two.
Helton wins the draw back, and it looks like Stobush and Litchard are going to go. The two captains, as Stobush sticking up for his teammate Soderbaum from a few weekends and months ago. Stobush with a big right. As they come together, Litchard trying to get his right hand free. Stobush with an uppercut as they continue to grapple. The two captains finishing business here. Stobush with a couple of rights. Litchard gets his arm free and delivers a jab. They continue to tussle. Litchard with another right. As Litchard was ready for it and was ready to answer the bell. And that'll do it. A good fair tilt between Litchard and Stobush, and we can go our separate ways. Now Boucher has a step on Soderbaum. He pulls up and fires and misses well wide. Adams activates as a couple of bodies went crashing into the end wall, and now Simonera and Perot will drop the gloves. Here we go. Raymond Perot and Simonera, right circle. Perot gets his arm with Simonera with a couple of bomb rights. Perot measuring, trying to get his arm free, and his sweater comes off. Simonera with a couple of bomb rights. And then Perot topples over him to the deck.
Losses for just the second time this year. Gave up 5 goals on 31 shots last Friday. Puck comes down into the Mallard zone. It's poked around looking for Drew Bowe, but Yahala gets to the puck first, leaves it at the far point where it's swung around the boards. And now it's Dane Ramirez. And Ramirez throwing hammers on Benjamin Tauscher. Ramirez takes down Tauscher.
3 punches in that fight, all 3 landed.
Otto missed it. Tyler Stern, captain for the Black Bears, knocks it free. Here's Hinton. Hinton turns and shoots. Save made there by Croshaw. Now Gaucher and Stern are dropping the mitts. And taken down by Stern is Gaucher. Oh, captain, my captain, that'll get him fired up. Plays to the far side. Second trying to get there first, but Elke beats him. Nielsen trying to knock it away. And then O'Hara and Dooling going at it. And these two are really going at it. The rights are flying. Oh my goodness. And they go down.
Connor McNaughton on the draw. We are underway in Middletown. Somebody's lost a net guard already, and we're just 5 seconds in. This is sent down deep. Odie Ford the first one to it. The gloves are down. The fights are starting. Wade Weil, Saxon Robertson. Weil misses with a right. Robertson over the top with a left. Saxon Robertson feeding lefts to the side of the head of Wade Weil. Still they wrestle. Weil comes back with a right. Sheds his elbow. And down to the ice they go.
Just kind of forward player, a returner for this team, and now the fourth line will come in as Bartowski will get looked at. Face off straight across from the Rochester bench. One back for Finn Connor. He'll get it back to Emerson Miller in his own zone. And now we go off in center. Gloves are off. And here we go. Divine Appalling going after it now here in center. Fisticuffs being thrown as they go left and right with them. Trying to take the jersey off. Goes back and forth. Trying to take the helmet off of the Appalling. They continue to throw lefts and rights. Right hands and Appalling go forward. Finally, they go down. Avina Paulin takes him. Jackson Shouldn't going after it with him, and Paulin.
All right, here we go. Penalty boxes are empty. And it's 4-0 in the Wilderness, and the Jets are going to get after it here in the third period. Jets will hold it in. And we got a whistle, and we got a fight.
Period. Norsemen win that face-off, but it's turned right back to the Wings. That's Bulgakov dancing around with it. And now a hit along the far side boards from Anderson. Now he's engaged with a St. Cloud Norseman skater. They're in a fight. They tumble to the ground immediately, and they want to get back up and fight again.
From the faceoff, Peller has it. There's a shot that's high off the glass. Comes off. Big fan rebound. A roaring shot. And another save. There's going to be a duke out here. There's two going on at the same time.
Off the stick of Roenick. Roenick goes hard into that right wing corner. Kept alive by Solominski. Shot whistle wide. Now Bossy on it. We have a penalty coming up here. Here we go. Roenick's going to go at it with Pellerin in the corner as they battle in the right wing corner. Cole Roenick battling with Alexander Pellerin. And it's kind of out of our vision, unfortunately. I hope you can see it on your telecast. Scopa swings it around the boards. Now Davis on it. Davis to Johnson, to Genest. And here we go. Myers going at it with Solominski. The Dukes are up here at Tri-Town Ice Arena. Solominski with a big right hand. Oh my goodness, Mike Solominski.
Now to bring it up the right wing. He fights through a couple of sticks. And now Lund shoving with Matthew Martin-Gaudreau, and they're going. First hit from Martin-Gaudreau. Lund lands two, and he's pounding on him. Martin-Gaudreau down to a knee. Ryan Lund took the first hit right off the chin. That was a clean hit. And then he returned the favor with about three.
It up ahead there to Giosi. Giosi works it in. Now up off the stick, trying to bat one in. Hard check. Awkwardly going down. Drury was in the hit. Now Drury, we got a fight. Up along now behind the Mudbugs net. Drury had his head pulled.
The Warriors chant, but Rhinos fans know that by a different name. And that's offside. Oh, actually, no, we got a fight. It's Luger and Nusianen. The flying fin. Luger, Nusianen with a couple of rights. Gets caught by Luger. Nusianen's hanging in there. Luger, a little more ready for this, it looks like, but Nusianen not ready to go down. Oh, what a tussle. What a scrap. Nusianen goes for the takedown. Gotta go.
Aviators have dominated for much of the game as Picarella will just put Frick down to the ground as he was trying to continue to go after the whistle, trying to skate it in. And the official has a handle on Terry, because I think he wanted to join the party. And that'll do it. We're period two, and now Murray comes after Alabeck, and they'll get together. And let's see, are the gloves going to get off? Yes, they will. Here we go, Murray with Alabeck. A big haymaker right from Murray. He is dominating Murray and Albeck, now they'll try to wrestle, and Murray will finish him off.
McIntosh, assisted by number 5, Colton Mauser, and number 8,
And
Jacob Liggy.
it looks like we may have a fight.
.3 seconds left, and getting a little heated, John L.
Yeah.
I expected this last night, and guess it just took an extra. Oh, here we go. Smith called out House.
Smith called out House, and
we're going to get it. Gloves are off. Oh, here we
He
go.
took his.
Oh, boy. House. Without the helmet. Smith still got the helmet on. House is going at it. Center ice. Here we go.
Smith had taken his elbow pad off. That's why they were trying to
scrap at center ice. Big blows, and they're both worn out.
Yeah, I don't know if you had seen that, but Smith's going. He's leaving.
Into the zone comes Waldrop.
And here we go.
Now we're going to have a scrap as Breyer is going to toss him to our left. And they're still going to continue as Georgie is the one dropping the gloves against him. A couple big rights being thrown by a couple of big gentlemen. Breyer, 3 rights, 2 uppercuts. He's ripping the jersey off of Georgie and then slams him to the ice. And Anchorage has some momentum as the crowd rises to its feet.
Myra able to just one-hand it into the attacking zone. Now Zach Krasuski behind the net, keeps play moving. Big hit along the end boards. Vincent takes Zach Krasuski down, no penalty. As Gianta skates it back the other way. Some more pushing and shoving down towards our right. Fights as DeFlorio has dropped the gloves now, and he is sending Vincent flat to the ice. Well, that's what happens when you don't call the initial penalty. And DeFlorio's going to stick up for his teammate and captain, Zach Krasuski.
In front, it is taken away. Good job there by Murray Smith in front. Smith in transition, he'll be offside. Spinning a pass here, Hall is trying to go the other way. Hall pulls it back, looking for a second, he missed. Oh, and Murray Smith behind the play now. Oh, a right hand to Santiago, and Murray Smith with his gloves off. Just attacking Ryan Santiago, left his gloves on. And Murray Smith, we saw him with the fisticuffs the last time he came to the Colisee. Santiago and Murray Smith to the penalty box, and Murray Smith chirping Maniacs Nation now for the penalty box.
And this is getting crazy as it's getting close right in front of the net. Billy Stuskey got knocked down, and guys are going everywhere. Wow, this is an all-out skirmish right now. Colby Lyons in the mix with McClellan. Every man grabbing another one. Ushakov in the mix, Rubin in the mix, McClellan in the mix. There's Colby Lyons getting into it with Autiri. McClellan's not happy, Schooley's not happy. Autiri still barking with Colby Lyons. Colby Lyons not backing down, Schooley getting into it now. Oh, and then here we go. Couple of big haymakers in the back of the head of, I can't tell who that is. I think it's Jack McClellan.
That 13-game win streak for the Toros starting in early January. And now here we go, Tyler Shaver, Davin Nichols. This is what we were waiting for. Shaver takes one off the dome. He'll throw a right. Nichols throws a couple. Nichols hits another one, and Shaver taking the brunt of it. He's staying on his feet. He'll grab the head. He tries to get a couple. Nichols' helmet is off. Shaver goes down again, but he's not out. Nichols again with some. Shaver fighting. Shaver gets one. Nichols is just throwing right. Shaver taking all of it, and they'll have to break him up.
Let's see here if they've got the counterattack. Shaw is all alone, tries to navigate into the attacking zone. Shaw puts himself offside, then takes a big collision along the boards. That one was from Semenis, and that one is going to draw a crowd right in front of the fans. Reese is into the mix. Semenis is throwing a couple of fists. Now Reese is throwing one back. Referee is quick to break that up. Body's still tumbling down towards our right here. Perler taking an American down. That was Shaw back up to his skates okay. But some gloves and some sticks litter the ice here as Reese is still getting into it with Semenis. On 4 situation, extra space to operate out there, although I will say Americans must be a bit tired. Dyke finishes his check along the end boards for Olenzak. Olenzak gets taken down by Dyke. We got plenty of penalties behind the play. Dyke is absolutely frustrated. He is just going after a tomahawk right now. Olenzak just trying to brace himself. Wow, Jaden Dyke was letting the tempers get to him there. And some more fighting.
And here's Scalise. Right side to DeWolf. A little loose of him. Guile down into the corner boards. DeWolf taking him in there. Coughlin trying to help out. Comes to New Mexico. Loxonen up the ice. Cade DeWolf. And now we've got a fight. Going at it, it's Guile. And Coughlin. Guile and Coughlin going toe-to-toe. Coughlin's given up a little bit in terms of height, but still getting his licks in. Striking, it's not Coughlin. Now Guile's got the turtle. That's DeWolf. Oh, they're going back and forth here. Nicely done. Oh, that's another fight. Pardon me, it was Coughlin. This is DeWolf going toe-to-toe with Loxonen. The double fight.
Heads down low. It's a WWE match below the goal line. Meanwhile, Wisconsin.
They're going to drop him.
Had possession. Breyer is going to throw. He's up against Haybach. The two of them at the near side circle. Haybach giving Breyer a couple early here. Breyer missing with the right. Now he rips the bucket off Haybach. Haybach sticks him with the right hook, and Breyer's down on the ice.
Yeah, Breyer.
It was a surprising result, and the Americans since then have been stellar, not only just here at home, but also on the road as they climbed up the division standings and made it to first place, where they sit now and have a chance to win. Well, Jackson Schouten got Vincent tied up along the Elmira bench, and it looks like Gabe Cole has dropped the gloves in a spirited fight as he sends Picarillo down, and Cole is absolutely pummeling Picarillo. Cole has had enough with Picarillo. Oh, baby, this one's passionate. Picarillo gets back up, trying to defend himself. This one spirited at center ice. The officials are just trying to separate him, but this one is lively. Belts goes in there. Picarillo, it's a mob scene. 7:17 to go in the third, an all-out melee, the Battle of New York, here we go, gloves are off, oh baby, this is intense. Everybody grab a dance partner at center ice. Chapman is barreling him down. Cole still has Picarillo tied up, Biedorf is tied up here. Left side shouting, everybody fighting, a line brawl. Chaos here in Rowdy Town towards the end of the third.
Also helps the Rebels out a little bit in the sense that, you know, it obviously makes it less likely that Maryland will be able to secure the 2 seed as they jam this puck around in front, but don't get it to go. And now Crudell's been contacted, and Philadelphia's not happy. Gotcha-Miglo and Bellison getting in there, and we've got multiple players. Hudson Weber Stewart has knocked the helmet off of Sofakitis in the corner. Now everyone's going over there. Crudale's getting involved too. And now we've got a full-on line ball as Marco Bilic is getting all the way down. We've got a goalie fight, folks. Look at the Rebels bench. They are fired up right now as the goalies go at it. Crudale falls down. Bilic comes in with a couple of rights.
Wyatt Carlson. Tolan takes it back. Christian having some words with Coyle, and here they go. Christian with the right and the left to start him out. Now 2 more rights to Coyle, a third, a fourth. Christian rips his bucket off, brings him down to the ice, and the home crowd gets on their feet.
And how about that for your second junior game, going after one of the big boys?
New Hampshire, or a loss of any kind tonight. Almost cannot be eliminated regardless of what happens. Even if there's a fight, Ethan McEnany going at it with Brendan Boring, and they are throwing him hard. McEnany gets the early takedown, and then the linesmen jump in.
He'll fire this pass ahead, and Bedorf will dump this one down. Great hit, however, from Ocean Fancy. Delarusso covers up. There's a hit from Pellerin, Stenberg, and Eberhardt now. There go the gloves. Stenberg a right, Eberhardt a right. Stenberg 2, 3, 4. Eberhardt with another right to respond. They're still on their feet, and we got another fight too in the near side as Fancy takes out Terry. Stenberg wins the battle against Eberhardt, and Fancy just plastering Bryce Terry right now. Oh, what chaos here at the Coliseum.
Sandro feeds it to his right for Lacus.
Oh, we got a fight.
We got a fight with Anderson and Knutson. Knutson gets one right on, and now a couple of rights from Anderson. And down to a knee is Knutson. The officials move in and break it up. And now they hack away at it in the corner, trying to work it up. We got a bit of a pile-up now. And now the officials will just whistle it down. And they'll try to keep tempers from flaring even more.
Now we got another
one with this is Brady Zuzek, it appears, and that is Ryan George. They both fall to the ice as Zuzek with the wrestling move takes him down.
The puck is dropped more underway in period 2. It'll be Smith playing it ahead. Smutney knocking it the other way into the Ice Wolf zone. And then Hubbard and Smutney are getting involved. A couple of clubs go flying. They're going to fight. Hubbard with a couple of rights. 3 rights. 4. Stanley Hubbard another one. Smutney can't get his arms free. Hubbard another one. They go down. And then Riles and Guile are jousting. Those gloves will stay on.
Smith and Hickok in on the face-off. And now we get some action down in the corner. And we've got a fight. Smith going at it with, looks like George for the Janesville Jets. And they go to the ice. And they'll get those two separated.
Now it's Amarillo threatening in Odessa ice as Odessa's trying to get it away now, and Toms is the one that gets away from it. And we got a fight in West Texas. Tavari and Saturdalin.
Go. Now Ori and Polomsky exchanging words in the neutral zone. Gloves will stay on for now. Again, they keep having conversations. Nobody's dropping them. Now they will. Ori and Polomsky. Polomsky with 2 big rights. 3 and 4. 4 rights. They're both landing rights. Polomsky takes it down. Big Ben has arrived in Albuquerque.
And makes it up. Matheson, he waits. He's behind for Engel. A shot there and a save from Ryan Croshaw. And a scrum right on the end boards. Knew that was going to come right there. Sticks are flying. And it looks like we got a scrap here with Malazzi. Malazzi and Weber Stewart going at it. Malazzi absolutely wrecks him. What a tilt here for the 05.
Olislov working as well. Uses the puck to Rubin and then quickly tries to get it back. Big check by Ribeiro. Sends Kelly into the boards. That's going to draw a penalty. Fast skates it into Wrangler territory, throws it into the skates of Ribeiro, and we've got a fight! Ribeiro against Rubin! Punches fly, Rubin didn't want any of it, and they're gonna send Ribeiro away.
New Jersey in desperate need of a spark of some kind. J.R. Lutke at center. He's tied up with Alex Zacharzewski, and now Lutke and Zacharzewski come together. Linesman will get in there. Lutke with a couple uppercuts into Zacharzewski, and that's the spark that New Jersey was looking for.
There's another shot, and Erickson got a piece of that. Comes loose in the corner. Messina the drive, gloved by Erickson, and he hangs on and protects himself as we see the entire rest of the players on the ice.
Look at Erickson.
And he's just skating away.
Oh, he's giving a nod over to Alberti.
They were chatting before the game, and I got to wonder what they were talking about.
He's looking at him. Look at him. He's saying, hey, you want to go? Oh, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
No way.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Down they go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, here we go.
Oh, my
Erickson
goodness.
with a pair of rights, and now Alberti gets one back.
Pennsylvania only played one shift. The last time New Jersey went up to Rochester, it was we have a fight at center ice. Lachlan Hager and Gabriel Cull. Hager with a right to the face of Cole, and then he gets Cole on the button. Cole pops back up. They're still going at it. Hager comes around with a wild left. The two of them running out of gas, and Lachlan Hager gets the takedown.
Wide of the net. Alcoin picks it up far boards. Now it's taken away by the Blues. Kwok's got it at center. And now we get a fight. Gans is going to go after Halverson. As he drops the gloves, throws the mouth guard. Gans and Halverson set to go at it. And he takes him down. And they'll get them separated now after they go to the ice.
3-on-2. Bunting with Sheridan, Panchizin. Bunting holds center. Sheridan got a touch on it. Puck winds up underneath, and we've got a fight at center. 3 players involved here. Sticks and gloves are on the ice, and now we're getting a lot more players in the mix here. Coach Justin Hale making sure that no one from the bench gets involved. Jason Julian Biondo in there as well, trying to keep the peace. There's one big fight at center. Someone's had a jersey come off, so can't really tell who it is for the Rebels. I think it's Utkin in there for Danbury, and big ovation from the Hatchford's bench as that scrap comes to a finish.
Giassi has that one come out to the point. Martell shot through traffic and a glove save by Sterling at the top of the blue paint. And now Gunnar Gleesman is being surrounded and dropped by 2 different jackalopes. Arrington wants a piece of Bowden. The referee's Gunnar Gleesman is just getting mauled, and now QB is trying to feed Arrington rights. Bowden over the top. He sends his man to the ice. And QB had a little something extra to say about it too. On the far side in front of the Colorado bench, it's Smith going to work on Richmond. The Fort line showing up for Colorado. Smith trying to get that 6'4" reach. He's finally hit the deck. Richmond on top of him, pancakes Nolan Smith. Another yard sale out in the neutral zone.
They've got several players. Several who can come back next year.
Yeah, this is a good team.
This
is a good team.
Jacob Solano, he's an 06. Hinchcliffe is an 05, and here we go.
Here we go, Chad.
He's had enough. Talacro is letting him go. Those right-hand bombs. Big hand by Talacro. Maddox getting it going with the rights working. Now he switched to a left-hander. And he's still on his feet, and that is
backhanding one, looking for Christian. Bouncing puck settled by McIntosh, and Ushio sends him to the ice, but now a penalty coming up against Anchorage. And that was a big hit from Ushio, but that's for it being a penalty. A little bit surprised. It looked like he lined him up side to side there. We'll be able to take another look at it right now. Everyone's trying to grab a dance partner. Couple of guys trying to jump Vogel. McIntosh over at the bench, and now Breyer's going to drop him to our left with Persick. The two of them at the dot. Breyer has Persick down on the ice and feeds him a couple on his way to the playing surface.
Wow. And it is getting crazy out here.
Playtime. Colin Madsen, take it away, my good sir.
As open now, Johnson and Birchfield going at it. And Birchfield with the takedown.
What did I tell you, Paul? And those two were talking as they were going to the bench. Along the near boards here. Mullen's shot, he wound up. And that was steered aside. Van Sickle has it. And a fight over here in the offense or the Ice Dogs defensive zone. That's Hansen throwing some rights. Tim's just kind of ducking his head. Tim, now he's throwing some rights. They're hitting that helmet. Tim, he's pounding away. Tim's helmet comes off. Now his uppercut by Tim. Now Hansen retaliates, starts being able to throw some right hands. Referee or linesmen are trying to step in and break it up.
Tuamioxa and Wah on the left wing draw. Wah wins it up to Guile. Guile shot, save, Holohan, and he'll cover. And we're gonna get a fight. It's Zach Zang and Coughlin going right at center ice. They measure each other up. They engage. Coughlin with the right. Zang with 2 and 3 and left. Now Zang with the right. Knocks off Coughlin's helmet. Zang loses his. Zang keeps firing away. Zang with 2 and 3 more right. Zang getting the best of Coughlin at center ice. And he'll wrestle him down. Welcome to the playoffs. A fight 15 seconds in.
Not looking for it. Codsey looks for Ronick. Faro right there. Great pinch by Aiden Faro. They'll rim that one around. Comes back to the near side. Oh, and then along the far side boards. Faro. Oh, he's got his gloves off with Codsey, and Codsey steps up and rips down Faro. Oh, Codsey took out Aiden Faro. Faro did not like it. Threw the gloves off. And Codsey got the better of the scrap as he'll be the one on top of Faro to rip him down.
Here comes Speck, Croxel. Croxel gets laid out there by Santiago, and then a huge hit behind the play there by Owen Drury, and that's going to be a penalty. Or excuse me, that was Mason Stenger, and now a fight in the corner. And now Stenger takes down 2 Nordiques at once.
Doherty right there. Doherty pinned up by Faro. Coming over is Trepanier. Murphy trying to help out as well. Goes to the far side. Here's Luke Janis. Oh, and now the gloves drop. Murphy with a couple of rights. And Murphy takes down Sam Osei. Kellen Murphy with the lone goal in this one thus far. And now a fight win. Oh, and Osei's jersey gets ripped off by Kellen Murphy.
The neutral zone face-off. The bench starting to give the hugs. Underway. Lone Star controls. They'll send it on goal. Anderson from his net. 5 seconds. Bismarck, you've waited 15 years. Your Bobcats are Robertson Cup champions.